She can be very vindictive.
Okay, so let's not say that out loud.
I'm going to be very honest with you, Judge.
Okay.
I have no intention of paying a one penny. All y'all have just failed me. Give my last tears and blood, sweat, and tears into this. In March, I was in jail for beating him up. I'm hopeless, frustrated, and exhausted, and I'm done, sir. I'm mentally.
Ma'am.
I'm
All right.
in middle school. I didn't pass. I'm not educated. I need to speak to me like a toddler. I would understand that better. Thank you.
From the beginning, this case is an absolute mess. In addition to refusing to pay rent, our husband and wife don't get along and won't move out. This is the ideal recipe for a courtroom explosion. The spouse takes the lead and, in reality, comes out as a fairly typical man who is only there to give his explanation. However, when the wife barges in, it seems as though someone has turned up the drama. She is yelling, noisy, and making outrageous remarks that are unrelated to the matter at hand. In a matter of seconds, the landlord argument turns into a reality TV meltdown. Tell me in the comments which side you support, that of the wives or the husbands. Let's get started and observe.
Your name, sir?
Devin Miller.
All right. And Miss Mahmood, is she here or no?
Yes, she is here, but I think she's having some difficulties right now.
Your Honor, we haven't received a payment since the last time we were here. It's $26.65 total. 25.65. I'm sorry.
25.
So I recently just received employment, so I've been waiting for my check to come between that time.
I have a note that $1,000 was going to be paid. I don't know why.
$1,000?
Okay. Well, how would you intend on getting this paid off, sir?
So I don't get paid until the 28th.
Until the what?
The 28th of June.
Okay, but all right, let's take that. And how much would you be willing? How much are you going to be able to pay?
So with me working weekly, I get paid $5.60 on a full.
On a full check, you get how much?
$5.60 minus tax.
Because I don't know how we're going to do this if she's not here, because I'm about to. I mean, my inclination is to issue a judgment.
Well, we've been having some difficulties in being uncooperative.
Pardon?
She was being uncooperative. I would hope that you don't throw it out because I'm really trying.
She was being uncooperative.
I apologize for interrupting. I have an IM out front, but she doesn't want to come into the courtroom because of a contact order between her and her husband.
We don't have one, sir, Your Honor.
Are you her husband?
Yes. May I explain?
Please.
Okay, so recently she's having a spat with me. She's just upset that she wanted me to apologize for a misunderstanding that we had before coming here to court when she got verbally volatile with me. So she decided to do that.
Okay. That's fine. Is there a no contact order between the two of you?
No, there's absolutely not. She probably just said that just to make things worse on my end.
Well, they couldn't get much worse.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm not really sure. She can be very vindictive.
Okay, so let's not say that out loud.
Okay.
Can you go down the hall and
Sign her into Zoom?
no? She's here. Yeah, well, ask her if she's going to participate in the hearing. Him over here.
Sir, you have a seat over there.
All right. Ma'am, what's your name?
Miriam Mahmood.
All right. There's a total amount of $25.65 owing. Was there a method by which you were intending on getting this paid, or do you know?
I'm going to be very honest with you, Judge.
Okay.
I have no intention of paying a one penny. No intention of paying one penny. I've been with Barnes and Barnes since 2021 in this place. I've been with Barnes and Barnes for about 6 years now. Before that, I was in different apartments with Barnes and Barnes. Before that, I've been in EMU since I was 16. Eastern Police, Ipsy Police, all y'all have just failed me. I've been begging Barnes and Barnes to fix my house for a simple fan for heat in the winter. I'm having to take money out of my pockets to keep myself fed. I would rather sleep in my car than fight for a house, because along with this court case, I'm dealing with my dad who decided to touch me for 6 years and get away with it. Along with that, I'm dealing with my mom not cooperating and being in cahoots with him. I'd rather win a settlement than fight for this and give my last tears and blood, sweat, and tears into this. My husband doesn't understand how to speak to me nicely. That's why we're not standing here together. And I'm not gonna stand next to a man who doesn't know how to open the right door instead of the left door and snap at his wife. I'm not going to do that. I walked out because in March I was in jail for beating him up.
Admitting in public court that you have already been accused of abusing your husband is the best way to prove that you are the rational one in this situation. Yes, that will undoubtedly get the judge points. In order to gain the upper hand, I initially believed that the spouse might be exaggerating and trying to make her appear worse than she actually is. However, as soon as she began speaking, I said, nope. He was speaking the truth verbatim. Additionally, it's the way she veers off topic to topic. It's quite disorienting. Furthermore, if there is any logic here, it is nearly impossible to follow. Judge Simpson does nothing but listen to her. I'm not sure if he's attempting to extract everything from her, but I couldn't fathom spending time with her. Imagine having to deal with that every single day. It makes sense why the husband has been standing there for the past 6 months looking 10 years older. This isn't even the worst of it. You know, as time went on, she somehow managed to become even more chaotic. You typically want to come across as cool, collected, and reasonable in landlord-tenant situations, but she is acting in the exact opposite way. After seeing this first section, let me know in the comments which side you support.
I'm not going to stand here and go out of my character and act irate when I don't want to fight for something that's mine. He claims that it's his more than mine. I brought him into my house. I gave him my car. I gave him the clothes on his back. I'm not going to fight for this anymore. I'm exhausted, tired, and hopeless. Ipsy Police was in my house today at 5 a.m. when I asked for harassment and filed. I filed a PPO. I'm getting no help. I'm hopeless, frustrated, and exhausted, and I'm done.
Okay. I just had to make sure, which is why I wanted it in the courtroom, that I was going to find no tribal issue. I was going to issue a judgment to the plaintiff. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood what the court was doing, which is why I wanted you here. All right. So the court finding no tribal issue, I'll enter a judgment for possession and money. It looks like you requested. For possession and money as to both defendants. Told them out the 25,600, that was inclusive of costs, correct?
Yes.
In the total amount of $2,565. And an order of eviction or writ will issue in 10 days. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, could you say that again? I speak 3 different languages. I'm not American. I'm British. So I didn't understand one word that came out of your mouth. I'm sorry, sir.
The whole thing?
You're throwing legal words at me, sir. I'm mentally,
Ma'am.
I'm
All right.
in middle school. I didn't pass, I
Okay.
speak 3 different languages. I'm not educated.
Okay.
So I don't understand when you throw legal terms at me. I need to speak to me like a toddler. I would understand that better. Thank you.
I'm issuing a judgment. I'm signing a judgment, a piece of paper indicating that plaintiff, your landlord, has the right to possession of the premises.
Okay, so
unless $2,565 is paid prior to July 1st or by July 1st. If it's not paid by July 1st, they can then file for what's called a writ of restitution or an order of eviction to have you move. Either at that point, you can move by then or you can pay the money by then. If you fail to move, what will end up happening if they file that order of eviction, the court will sign off on it. And then what will happen is the sheriff and other police agency or the sheriff's department or a court officer will show up and will, if you haven't vacated the premises, will remove you from the premises.
Yeah, and I know how the eviction process works. I just don't, I have lawyers in my family, but I'm more on the medical side rather than the lawyer side. But I appreciate all your help, and so
All right.
my husband and I aren't cooperating today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Andrew Meyer on behalf of Joseph Taylor. Mr. Taylor, could you state your name for the record?
Joshua Taylor.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is time and date set for probable cause conference. This time we're asking the court to set this for the next available preliminary exam date.
Discovery is complete.
To my knowledge.
People had their witnesses available the second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination will be set July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before, in person, before Judge Washington.
Judge Evans addressed bond for his,
Yes, go ahead.
he has been contacting the victim.
Francisco.
In this case, and we also ask you to report his jail phone call privileges. He's made he's called her 195 times.
What?
Yes, and
Did you say 195?
yes.
Oh.
And even one of the calls, he said email the judge and the prosecutor and the lawyer, and that day we received the email from the victim.
Oh, that's a lie.
Stop.
That's a fucking lie.
Hey,
Oh, no, you're not gonna say that. Phone privileges are hereby ordered revoked.
Okay.
Defendant's bond is set at no bond.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, he's now in contempt. That's 93. Anything else?
I think at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna need an order. of contempt. He got 93 on that. His bond's been revoked. It's 0, and he's got a preliminary examination. Good luck, Judge Washington.
I'll repeat what I've already said. Without a doubt, one of my all-time top 3 favorite judges is Judge Simpson. In all honesty, he might be the best after today. Either Judge Oakley or him. Give Judge Oakley a shout-out if you know who that is. However, it simply has to do with Judge Simpson's tolerance in the face of criticism. It simply isn't comparable. He hears the outbursts, after all. He manages to advance the case without losing it while maintaining his composure. It requires a skill that most people lack. You have to give him credit for that. Let me know what you guys think of him because I think he strikes the ideal balance, although some people do think he's too soft. However, I did find the first hearing to be the more bizarre of the two. The second guy did blow up, after all, but there's simply something about that wife spirit. She was simply on a different world. I'm not sure if she was using drugs or anything else. Furthermore, I have no idea why the spouse chose to marry her in the first place. I couldn't possibly live in that house for a day. However, it doesn't matter how chaotic your personal drama is as long as you're not paying rent. The law remains the same. They either leave on their own volition or the court orders them to. However, please share your thoughts regarding these two hearings in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Guys, if you've ever seen a couple this unyielding in court, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It is very beneficial to the channel.